Well, good morning. It is Wednesday, March 5th, and I am kneeling down actually in the shed next to our newest baby calf, which was born last night. And we actually have many new heifer calves that have been born in the past few weeks that I'm just going to show you today because it's a pretty nasty day outside and there's not really much going on out. It's mid 30s right now, and it's snowing, kind of sleeting, and it's supposed to do that for the rest of the day or so. But then next Monday and Tuesday it's going to be in the mid 60s, so the weather fluctuates a lot around this time of year. Yeah, I'm just going to show you all the new calves and hope you enjoy the video. Alright, this is the newest calf. She was born last night. Her mother's name is Melania, which I can show her in a second. Melania is named after the First Lady of the United States. And she was actually born about a week and a half before her due date. But that happens sometimes. The due date will be off either 2 weeks early or 2 weeks late. And I believe we had the due date off this time. Yeah, this is the newest calf. I don't believe she has a name yet, but it is a baby girl. This is the mother, Melania. She's healthy and doing well after giving birth last night. Enjoying her hay. Alright, moving on. This is our second newest baby. She was born yesterday morning. Her mother's name is Olive. And she's doing well. I don't believe she has a name yet either. But I'll go show you the mother. Alright, this is Olive. Olive is a very short, stocky cow, which is a good thing. And hopefully her daughter will carry the same trait. But yeah, she's doing well too. Very healthy. Healthy Olive. And that's our neighbor Penny. She wants to be on camera. Taking a quick break from the babies. I think the cows would like their hay swept up, so I'm going to do that really quick. We're alone, cats. Cats. Gus. Gus. I need you to leave that alone. I need you to leave it alone. Yeah. I gotta film. Alright, moving on. This is Betty. She was born on Sunday morning, which would have been March 2nd, I believe. And funny story with her, when she was born, she had a hard time building up her own body heat, and she was just generally a little bit weak. So, on Sunday night, she actually spent the night in the house next to the wood stove in the kitchen to warm her up and help her strengthen herself. And she's doing alright now. She's having a harder time learning to walk than the other ones just because her back legs are a little bit weaker, or her back hips really. But there we go. She's kind of standing up on her own now after a few days. Usually calves get that in about the first day even, but it's just taking her a little bit longer. Her mother is Cheyenne. Cheyenne's her mom, and I'll go show Cheyenne in just a sec. Alright. This is Cheyenne next to her mother, Charlotte. She gets to stand in the barn next to her mom. And Cheyenne, Betty was actually her first calf. So this is Cheyenne's first lactation. And Cheyenne's doing well. Cheyenne's healthy. And milking well. What are you yelling at? Alright, this is Rapunzel. I am not sure what the order of the calves being born are now, past Betty. So I'm just going to start with Rapunzel. Rapunzel was born on the 6th of February. So she's, February not being a full 31 days. She's not a full month old yet, but she's getting there. And Rapunzel's, of course, a healthy baby and very, very active. Very spunky, yep. Okay. And Rapunzel's mom was Prudy. Now, it's a bit of a different story with Prudy. She developed a issue, I believe it was because of calving, or we at least noticed the issue after calving. She was having a hard time passing food. She didn't really want to eat, and she didn't really poop. And we had the vet come out and check her out, and as far as we could tell, she had a bit of a hole in her intestinal tract, which was then spilling into her abdominal cavity. And we could just tell after keeping her around, I think we kept her around for almost a week or so, we could just tell that she wasn't really going to recover. So she was still alive, and I guess you could say she was alive and well, although not really. But she was shipped off to the stockyards because there wasn't really much else we could do. And just one more thing to clarify, with all of these heifer calves, we do not use sexed semen. It's just we've happened to get a lot of heifer calves recently. Alright, this is Prudence. Prudence was born on the 8th of February to Patty. Patty is actually Prudy's mom, and then, so I guess Prudence is a half-sister to Prudy. But as you can tell, Prudence is a very healthy calf. Yep, healthy Jersey calf. Like Prudence, a hungry Jersey calf too. As they all are. Yep. Yep. You just ate this morning. You gotta wait. And this is Patty. Patty's a very big cow. And I believe she milks a lot. But she's also an older cow. I'm not sure exactly how old. I would probably guess around 10 years or so. But yep, she's an old, faithful cow. And of course, she's very healthy. And of course, if I didn't make it clear before, Patty was Prudy's mom. Alright, this is Poppy. Poppy's another spunky baby. And she was born on the 21st of February to Tulip. And as you can tell, she doesn't quite look like a Jersey. She has white on her legs and everything. I believe she had an Ayrshire bull, or an Ayrshire father. So she is a Ayrshire Jersey mix. And this is her mother, Tulip. Hello, Tulip. Tulip actually lives right next to Patty. And Tulip is just another really large cow. Large, healthy cow. Right, Tulip? Right. Alright, this is Jamama. Jamama was born on the 4th of February to Jewel, or Jewel. We just kind of call her Jewel. And yeah, she's a very, very active baby. Yep. Hello. Ah. Yeah, she's a darker Jersey just because her mom is darker. I'm sure there was a different breed mixed in there at some point. Probably Ayrshire. But that would have been a long time ago. But yeah, she's just a darker one. And I like the darker ones too. It adds a bit of color into the herd. Jamama. This is Jewel. Jewel is also an older cow. And I'm not exactly sure how old, but it's got to be around another 10 years or so. Hey, I understand you want to be on camera too, but I'm not filming you. I'm not filming you, Esther. Yeah, I'm filming Jewel. And yeah, that's Jewel. I'm not sure how much else I have to say about Jewel. I know my sister Lydia, when she was a kid, actually would take Jewel out in the yard and get up on her back and ride her around like she was a horse. Yeah, do you remember that? Yeah, probably not, but that's about all I have to say about Jewel. And I see that you want to be on camera. That's Esther. Alright, this is Valerie. She is by far the oldest calf in the barn. She was born on the 10th of December, as far as I could tell from her ear tag. Let me check that one more time. Yep. Or 1st of December, actually. Didn't read that quite right. But she is Joy's daughter. And this is Joy. As you can see, Joy has horns, and Joy is the only cow in the barn right now that has horns. I guess she just must have not gotten dehorned as a calf. And she is another old cow, probably around 10 years or so. I'm not sure if I'm perfect on these dates, but I've got to be somewhere close. And one more thing before I close the video out. This is our calendar. And you can see on the 2nd, yep, it was Sunday, Cheyenne was due, and Cheyenne calved a heifer. And then Tuesday, Olive calved a heifer. And then today, Melania calved a heifer. And Olive was due on the 7th, and she gave birth on the 4th. Melania was due on the 14th, and she gave birth on the 5th. So that's what I'm saying. She was over a week early, yet the calf is not premature. The date was just off a little bit. And then on the 20th, Faith is due. On the 25th, Ruby is due. On the 29th, Maggie is due. And we'll flip it into April. On the 1st, Gladys is due. On the 8th, Dahlia is due. On the 20th, Dixie is due. And then on the 27th, Gina is due. So we have a lot of calves coming in the next month or so. Month, 2 months. Yeah. Spring is usually calf season. We try to work it so that we don't have a lot of calves during the winter time, because it's just hard for them to be born when it's very, very cold outside. Although during the winter, it does usually stay about 40 degrees or so in the barn, but it's always nice for it to be a lot warmer for the calves. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing all the calves in the barn. I know it's been about a few weeks since I last put a video up, but I just really haven't had anything to film. I don't like filming the same thing every single video, and during the winter time, the daily routine is pretty much exactly the same, so I didn't want to just bombard you with the same subject every single video. I'm not sure if that would be an issue or not, but that's just my personal preference. I didn't want to do the same thing every video, which caused me to not really film. I do have a different video in the works of fixing our manure spreader outside, but we are waiting on steel to build the rear gate for it. So that will be, I'm not sure when that video will be out, whenever we have steel and we have the gate built and the spreader finished. But that's gonna be about it for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And that's gonna be about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.